Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another episode on our Impact Wrestling series on TEW2020. And you join us straight into the action of our latest taping, and it's right into a matchup off the bat, and we have a decent matchup that sees Eric Young defeat Tommy Dreamer in 9:24 with a spike pile driver, 43 rating. Again, continuing the momentum of Eric Young, we have to build him up as one of our main villains on the show. And as I say, Tommy frustratingly is going to be an enhancement talent. As I say, great guy, does a lot for the business, but he's got to put people over given his age. So a few negatives there, but overall, again, just increasing the hatred and the heat towards Eric Young. After the matchup, him and Joe Doring cut a promo, and they just say, "Rich Swann, I know you're here tonight, just watch your back. Me and Big Joe are going to be after you, and we are going to take you out so you don't even make it to Hard to Kill." So it's a 39. Definitely it's Hard to Kill, isn't it? Hard to Kill, good. Don't know why they're calling it the wrong name there. But anyway, poor matchup, we saw the Deaners. So that's Cody Deaner and Cousin Jake defeat Johnny Bravo and Johnny Swinger in 8:34 when Cousin Jake pinned Johnny Bravo with a fast roll up, so kind of catching them out despite a good performance. A 35 here. This is one of those matches where I feel like, again, you have to rotate the wrestlers because obviously taping all in one night, but as I say, there could be something with the likes of Cousin Jake, so I'm really looking to push the Deaners in a good way. As I say, they'll take some defeats because there is obviously tag teams higher in the food chain than them, but a good win here in a 35 rated matchup. Moving along, we had a promo from Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, and they just said it's a joke that there is some joke wrestlers around here. Swoggle, Tommy Dreamer, just to name a couple. And look what happened last week to Swoggle when he got in his way. So he basically says, they've took out Heath, they've took out Rhino, they've took out Swoggle, and they're not afraid to take out more guys on their way to get up the ranks in the tag team division. So it was a 48 promo. But then backstage, and it's basically Swoggle watching that video. He's still icing up the injuries. Obviously a brutal beatdown from Madman Fulton last week, and Brian Myers just basically laughs at him. Just says, "You tried to mess with the big boys in Impact Wrestling and you got hurt. Maybe you should just stick to being on the outside in a manager type role. Let's just face it, it's never going to happen for you in Impact Wrestling." So Swoggle looks a bit dejected here, and obviously Brian Myers pretty much playing a cocky, arrogant persona at this point. 36 for their segment. We had the Knockouts Tag Team Championships on the line, and it was a terrible matchup that saw Team C-Stars, Delmy Exo and Ashley Vox defend and defeat Tasha Steelz and Kiera Hogan in 13:26 when Ashley Vox pinned Tasha Steelz with a fish and a hook, and that gave them their first title defence. So we need to build them up from somewhere. A good victory here, a 32 rated matchup. Was that storytelling? It certainly was, but as I say, it's going to take a bit of time. They don't have a lot of main exposure in America, so or national exposure I should say, so we'll hopefully get them over with time. But a good victory anyway, and they remain Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Then had the promo with Deonna Purrazzo, and she says, basically, Havoc, it's absolutely disgraceful what she done to her friend Kimberly, who'll be missing for a few weeks. But Deonna says she's not scared, and she's going to show how good she is, and that she's going to just break the arm of Jessica Havoc. So 36 rated promo there. And Deonna was in action as well. She took on Navia, and she won 17-13. A 41 rated matchup. Probably should have made that a submission victory to add on to the storyline we were telling. But a 30 performance from Navia, a 46 from Deonna Purrazzo. Both of them off their game, which is a bit disappointing. But we actually seem to be in a position where a lot of our matches are just between that 40 and 50 mark. So it's a very even roster in terms of what kind of segment ratings they can produce. After the matchup, we have a promo from Madison Rayne, and she just says she needs to get back in amongst the competition within the Knockouts division. She feels that there's it's a division that's about to blossom, and she wants to be a part of that. So she says she might look to take on Diona, she might look to find a tag partner. Only she knows what her plan is for the future. And that was a 44 rated promo, of course not on the announced team in this series. With the matchup that had a decent reaction from the crowd in Subpar Wrestling, we had Ethan Carter III defeat Falaba in 8:25 with the Sweet Meat Sizzler. This was a 41. Unfortunately both guys didn't click together, but a simple matchup of an easy victory for EC3 and momentum gained for him. And after the matchup we have Don Callis come out and he says, I know EC3 wants to get his hands on Rich Swann, so does Eric Young. If any of you touch Rich Swann, gone, no title shot. I know you both want that championship, so that's what I'm going to make happen at Hard to Kill. Triple threat match for the Impact World Championship. Rich Swann defends against Ethan Carter III and Eric Young. That's a 36, so Don Callis laying down the law. Moving along, we had a decent matchup, but had Subpar Wrestling as AC Romero defeated Glenn Gilberti in 9:44 with a running shotgun dropkick. Again, just getting AC Romero as much momentum as possible and a good win over the former Disco. That was a 34. Then a promo from the Inflictors of Pain, Slamani and Dinza, and they just basically came out and comment and says it's good to be in a place where they can be a bit more free. They're loving the fact there's going to be so much competition and Impact in the tag ranks, and they want to show just, you know, they want to fulfill their potential and show that they are up there with some of the best tag teams in the world. Then the promo with Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, and it's just Ethan saying to Josh, you know, we can do this, we can get those tag team titles back, just trust me on that. That was a 48 rated promo. And it led to a main event matchup where they took on the team of Rich Swann and Willie Mack. So Rich Swann and Willie get a good victory as they defeated the North in 13:35 with a chicken fried driver, as Rich Swann pinned Ethan Page. Alexander, you know, he was like, we can do that, you know, he's believing Ethan Page's words that we can do this. And of course it's Ethan that takes the pinfall here. So just showing, you know, we have a stacked tag division, but at the same time, you know, we still have to get our guys that are looking to push to the top title as over as possible. So a good main event, that's what I was looking for here. I know the North will have mostly good matches. I need to ensure the likes of Rich Swann and Willie Mack can have good matches as well. And a very solid 51 rated segment here, which should mean all green. And you've probably noticed no red. I've decided we'll splash the money so we now have equal to every other company at our level anyway in terms of production, so you'll see no penalties, and that should increase our popularity in every region that we broadcast in. So all 33, not great gains, but still gains nonetheless. But if we can get over in at least our home place, we can get more people attending the pay-per-views and then just generate more money. So I feel like we'll spend it, we'll hope at the end of the month we don't lose out, and hopefully we reap the benefits of that. So that's it, a nice 47 show, our best show, believe it or not, but hopefully, as I say, we can rotate the roster again for next week's show, and then the week after, nice 4-week break for the roster before they go again at Hard to Kill. So thank you for watching, much appreciated. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next week, well, next time, next weekend game, next time in this, for some more Impact Wrestling. Stay safe, bye bye.